as an architect for one of the firms here in Bangalore. I've been teaching SCCM, packaging, Intune, all of these subjects for almost 7 years. Intune of late, it's only been about 1.5 to 2 years. Okay, and when it comes to Intune, trust me, it is still a lot of things has to get improved. But yes, a lot of companies are asking for Intune. You know why? Because in 2020, they made Microsoft made Intune free for all the users or all the companies that have a SCCM license. That's the reason they're asking.
Yes.
How many years of experience you have in SCCM?
Right. In SCCM, I have 8 years experience.
8 years of SCCM experience. Pretty good experience. Okay. So see, when it comes to Intune, okay, there are a lot of issues that's happening as of now, but in Intune, the most hit feature is Windows 10 Autopilot. This is the most hit feature. Okay, that also in the Azure AD join. Okay, so Windows 10 Autopilot with the Azure AD join is a pretty good hit feature, which works with not much problems. Okay, which works with not many problems. Whereas everything else, it has a lot of loopholes and things like that. What you need to do is a lot of planning before we deploy anything in Intune. It has to go through a lot of time, because what's happening? Okay, Intune is trying to replace group policies. So what it's trying to do? So we see here from the AD side. Okay, I'll tell you from the AD side, it is trying to replace GPO with Intune policies. Okay, when it comes to deployment, say application side, say on the SCCM side, okay, it is trying to replace application deployment with the Intune Win file deployment. Okay, now the list of activities that has to be done are same. The only thing is one more additional step. Okay, just one more additional step here. Okay, but if you know application deployment in SCCM, this is very easy. Okay, it's not much to do here. Like this, in what they are trying to do is, on a holistic view, they are trying to replace, okay, on-premise infra to cloud infra using Intune. So when I say on-premise infra to cloud infra, what I mean is that, say, now what happens, most of the users, when they are trying to access the company resources, they have to connect to the VPN, right? Now for on-premise, they have to connect to VPN. Am I right? Okay. Now what are companies trying to do is they're trying to remove this VPN part as well. Okay, and directly use Intune. Now, there are a lot of difficulties. There are directly a lot of difficulties here, but yes, they're trying to do that. There's something called as always on VPN, and so many things are there like that. So when it comes to Intune, okay, what we will have to concentrate in the class is, first is what each feature does. Okay, what is the limitation in that? One thing which I have observed in a lot of my projects, okay, when clients come, okay, you may not know what kind of a client you will get, right, in a company. They expect apple to apple comparison. Like, they want Intune to work like SCCM. Obviously, it will not work, because SCCM is an on-premise solution. Okay, it's just been developed for almost 20 years now. Okay, and Intune has been around for about 10 years. Of late, in past 3 years, there is a huge feature additions. Okay, now what are the limitations in Intune? Okay, that means what it cannot do. This is the first thing you should know. Okay, because when you get into a call with the client, Okay, a lot of projects are now transition and transformation projects that's happening. Other than the application deployment side, a lot of people have a doubt what Intune can do. Can it deliver same set of experience that SCCM does? Okay, so can it deliver same experience as SCCM? Obviously, the answer is no. Okay, yes, you cannot do whatever it is there in SCCM, but it can help it. But cloud experience is good. Okay, cloud experience is good. So basically, if user is not able to connect to the um, company VPN, he should be still able to access the company resources. Okay, so these are the things that you have to observe. Other than this, we will look about how to onboard a device onto a CCM, sorry, onto Intune. Okay, and how to monitor the device status, what are the compliance policy, what kind of devices. So we'll be mostly focusing on Windows, because I myself don't work on other the mobile device based, which is which I don't work on it, but yes, we can discuss about it. We'll be mostly focusing on Windows. So I'll be talking about what are the different types of enrollment methods, how do the hash IDs work, okay, what are these deployment profiles, okay, what is an enrollment status page, and also what are the parameters that you have to see when you when you onboard a device, okay, why this is non-compliant, okay, and when you enroll a device. Okay, so how what happens, how to create a hash id file, how to onboard the hash id file, when you onboard a hash id file, how to assign a profile to do an autopilot. So like this we'll be seeing lot of things. And how I will do is I'll set up one instance of Intune and I'll give you access. Okay, and I'll also give you, if you don't have a Hyper-V in your machines, I'll give you a VMware workstation. Okay, you can install one Windows 10 machine and you can enroll, or you can do, if you have a good RAM, you can install more than one or two Windows 10 machines, and we will go one by one Windows related features, and I'll share all my problems that I'm facing in the current project, in the previous projects. I'll tell you, because in Intune, trust me, every company which is implemented Intune today are at least having 2 to 3 tickets with Microsoft, and they're not getting resolved. So most of the workaround solutions that I gave for certain realistic problems, I'll talk about it. Understood? Yeah, Sridhar?
Yes, yes. Someone also joined, I think.
Yeah, it's Premjit. Premjit is my previous student, so he understands how my class will be. This, so Premjit, he just completed an SCCM class with me. Yeah. So hi Premjit.
Yes, I was on duty. That's why I'm just not enable the mic.
Understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just telling, and this class will be a weekend class. Unfortunately, I'm pushing it to a weekend because my offices have started and there's a lot of confusion with my time. So that's the reason I'm pushing it with weekend. Okay.
So that will
Since
be great.
yeah, since Premjit is in UK, we'll find one suitable time for both of you guys and we'll sit on the weekend. And this would be more than a training. This would be like exploration of the tool, and I'll be
Yeah.
telling you. Yeah, Sridhar.
Actually, weekend is better for me because I'm also working in Eastern time shifts.
Yeah,
So
for me, yeah, weekend. I thought of keeping this as a daily class, but since because of I'm starting to go into offices these days, so I have to see how my time works out. After 2 years, it's kind of a confusion for me. But yes, we'll get it done. So we'll do it on a weekend, and you guys will have an instance of uh, Intune with you. Okay, I'm going to give you a global admin access. We'll create a new instance of Intune and we can practice there. Okay, it's going to be a pure practical session along with theory as well. Okay, I'll try to give you a scenarios and we'll try to work on those scenarios. If it works, if it doesn't work, don't bother about it, but understand what each and every feature does. It is not, there are no clear documentations that we have as we had for SCCM. There are a lot of things that we do practically as well. Some things work, some things don't work. I'll tell you about all those things. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And Sridhar and Premchit, first thing that you have to learn in Intune is what it cannot do. That's the most important thing that you should know, because managing customers these days is becoming so difficult after the Intune came in, because they expect whatever SCCM does or a fix does in Intune, which is becoming a biggest challenge for us. Okay. Okay, guys. Sridhar, are you working on the Intune project?
Okay.
You're working on Intune project currently, Sridhar?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
In the future, I mean, next 2 months, we are expecting,
Yes. Everybody is at least need
because
to know the application development.
our project is going to migrate to Intune next 2 months. Maybe in the month
Okay.
of June, we are going to migrate.
Okay. By then, you'll have a pretty good knowledge of what is happening in Intune. So don't worry about it. I basically, I work on a lot of transition and transformation projects. That's basically, we onboard a project, we do the knowledge transfers, we understand what is there in each and every part of the end user computing space, and then we move. So Intune has become a major chunk now that I handle. So I'll tell you how to even handle those kind of instances, or how to migrate from SCCM to Intune as well in the best possible way. Okay, so I'll tell you all those things. Yeah, we'll see. I'm planning to start the class from next week. Okay, that is on next Saturday. Let me see the time. Yeah, on next Saturday 9th, we can start the class. I think around even Ranjit's time and your time, maybe at around 11 o'clock or something like that, we can start off. Okay, it will be early morning from Ranjit, and it will be like mid afternoon for us. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. And Sridhar, be ready for a lot of reading. Okay, I'll be sharing a lot of links. Then we'll brainstorm a lot on a lot of practical issues, because day to day I'm working on a lot of Intune practical issues. I'll share it with you. How Microsoft is handling it, how we could do an alternative, because some things can be handled as well. I'll share all of those things with you. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I'm eagerly wait to learn Intune. So,
I understand that.
share
I'll
me a
also
document, any
create
document,
one.
I will read.
I'll create one instance before the class starts, and I'll share the usernames and passwords to you in the WhatsApp group. We'll create one WhatsApp group, and we'll be communicating everything through the WhatsApp group. Okay, and I'll share the instance. You have to just
Okay.
log in and see, and I'll also whatever I show you in my lab, you just try in your lab. Okay, with the same instance. Okay, because you will also have access to what I have done earlier. Okay. Yes. That's it from my side. If you
Sure.
have any questions, I'll answer.
Okay.
Okay, then I think I'll close the call. Okay, and Sridhar, you can enroll with those guys, and we'll start off with the class from the 9th. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sridhar.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Sure. I
Premjit.
will check with coordinator.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Premjit. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, Premjit. Bye, Sridhar.